Got here through the grip bars.
This also a weight class that will not be contested in the Olympic Games. 8 weight classes as in the women. In the World Championships, only 6 in Olympic competition next year. So a smaller weight class in the competition this year here in Las Vegas.
There are only 20 spots on that Olympic bracket. So the competition really gets cut down during the Olympic years. Oftentimes you see athletes moving up or moving down to qualify the weight for their country.
And the athlete has the luxury of being able to decide next year if he wants to go to a different weight class. It just qualifies the weight class for the Olympic Games. No action, a minute into the first 3-minute period. Referee cautioning, warning.
Red, action, opposite.
Red being given notice.
DUBOV right on the attack. Yeah, I think that's seen that happen a few times. Where we saw it, definitely saw it last night in the 65-kilo match where somebody got put on the clock and Chimiza got put on the clock and he immediately went on the offensive. The same thing happened.
Fingers. Red, action.
There with DUBOV. And
Red, positive. 30-second activity.
Now he is being put on the clock. He was warned previously, and now he has 30 seconds to score. It didn't seem to motivate him too much previously, but now he can lose a point, so he better pick up the action. KAMOI of Japan in the red singlet needs to score a point, or he will be down in this match.
just good job by DUBOV. He understands the situation, keeping his feet moving. When KAMOI got that warning, was able to go right into that shot to make the impression on the official to get the KAMOI on the clock.
DUBOV now had 1-0 here in this match with a minute remaining in the first period. Bulgaria has a rich history of competition in the World Championships and Olympic Games. Lots of world champions throughout their history in the men's freestyle competition. Japan also a team that has had their share of medals, even won team titles a couple of years for their country.
Passive action. Okay.
Now DUBOV being warned. See how he responds.
Return the favor now. If the 1 point, if you get the second point and you win the match because you had it second, it would behoove you to stall first.
Yes.
If that were the only point scored in the match, but I guess they don't think that way. And there we have the end of the period. Well, there wasn't enough time to finish the 30 seconds. So it is 1-0 for DUBOV of Bulgaria as we take the break at the end of the first period. Bronze medal match at 61 kilograms, men's freestyle wrestling.
Good look at KAMOI as he comes out of the period. 23 years old.
Wait.
He is still on the clock.
Hey, no fingers.
I didn't know that you could do it between periods.
Well, it doesn't look like he's don't have the yellow block on the scoreboard, so I don't know if he's on the anticipating that he's not on the clock at this point. So nice shot there by KAMOI. Nothing but straight on. DUBOV is a shorter, stockier wrestler. It seems like he's only, KAMOI is almost a half head taller. Nice job there. Do you see him going to go ahead and get the 1 point step out?
KAMOI stepped out of bounds. DUBOV will get 1 point, go ahead 2-0. So I guess the first thing that I thought was put on the clock was just a warning against KAMOI. He is behind 2-0 now with 2.5 minutes remaining in the second and final period.
KAMOI is coming straight in. DUBOV kind of senses that, feels it, pulls the head down.
No fingers. Hey, no.
This is one thing that the officials have done a great job here in this tournament, is keeping the athletes out of that finger clasp.
Red, action. Blue, no block.
Seems like a really slow match.
It really does. That these guys have, there's a straight on shot, driving through. Now KAMOI's able to work off the underhook, but he didn't feel comfortable with it, as DUBOV was able to drop his elbow, left elbow down, clear it out. And DUBOV is a
No fingers.
very strong, stocky, short in stature, difficult to get through his head-hands defense, and I think that KAMOI seems to be having a little bit of problem with that, the height difference.
Well, he's running out of time to figure out how to counter it. He has 1 minute and 15 seconds remaining in this bout, and he's down 2-0.
Yeah, he's having a difficult time when he drives for that underhook. DUBOV is moving his feet to the left, actually the right. DUBOV jumps into a shot right there. Now he's going to bring his hips in, and he's going to get the step out.
There's 1 point added. Now ahead 3-0. Does not convert on the points, but gets the 1 point for the push out. Has a fairly commanding lead considering the lack of action in this match. 55 seconds remaining for KAMOI of Japan to muster some sort of an attack.
And he just a takedown. He needs a takedown and turn or something big.
There's a shot. Counted out.
Nice work there by DUBOV, able to go to the 2-on-1. He reaches around, kind of hips in.
Leg is tripped underneath. He will not get any points at this point, even though his arms are fully on the outside. Nice pickup there on the single leg by KAMOI. No points yet. They go out of bounds. He's going to get the 1. He did not touch his knees to the mat, so he only gets the 1 for the push out.
Well, once he was sitting there with that head and arm, he's looking, well, how can I get out of this with as little damage as possible? He's able to go ahead and stay with on his hands and feet and run off and just give up the 1 point. It's well done. But still,
15 seconds remaining. KAMOI has to pick up the action. He's down by 2.
it's just has not been able to get to the leg. Inside trip attempt there by KAMOI. Another push out. All that's going to do is tighten the score to 3-2.
2 seconds remaining. There is no time.
Red, wait. Hey.
Whoa.
Wait.
2 seconds remaining. And that will do it. Vladimir DUBOV of Bulgaria will win the bronze medal here. First bronze medal match at 61 kilograms in the men's division. Men's freestyle wrestling. So he adds a bronze to his silver from 2000.